everybody, it's Chris Shubert back with another edition of The Zoom, where we zoom in on thought leaders in the channel today. I have the distinct pleasure today of having the National Train Director for Claro Enterprise Solutions on the line, and an old friend of mine too. Please welcome to the show, Bruce Guemmer. Bruce, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Chris.
I got the coffee cup and everything. Gotta love the branding. So, Bruce, tell us just a little bit about yourself. You know, it's very rare that I get to talk to a training director, someone who's actually responsible for teaching the salespeople what to do. So, tell us a little bit about your background, what brought you to Claro, and what fires you up about Claro Enterprise Solutions.
Well, yeah. So, Chris, I've been around for about 102 years. I've been with Claro Enterprise Solutions for 2 years as of last month. I love to travel internationally, which makes it a little bit interesting given the situation we're faced with today.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very diverse background. You know, I was in the Army for 2 years. I worked at UPS for 13. I was the district manager of a retail chain for 8 locations. I worked in a printing company as the head guy of 100 employees. But what you want to know is I've been in the communications telecom arena for about 22 years. Carried a bag, was a sales guy in direct when I first started. And then I worked for eSpark Communications, and then I became a sales manager for a company called NetTrocks, where the internet rocks. And then I became an agent. So after working there for a while, I wanted to become an agent and go out on my own and sell their services and start my own web design business called SoTech Media, the cure for the common website. So I did that for a while, and then I got sick of being my own business guy. So I want to get back in the corporate world. So I worked for a local company down here in South Florida, STS Telecom, and I was a training director where the biggest business model was working with channel. So I got the pleasure for 3.5 years of working with partners and agents there and all their customers. It was really exciting, and I started to embrace and love the channel world. Then I moved on to Paytech Windstream for 11 years, and I was their sales training director coach. And I started off with about 10 states in the South region. And I migrated to work nationwide in the channel space. And I got to meet a lot of partners, agents, and people that are out there really trying to make money like yourself. So that's what I've done in the past. What I get fired up about here, just like I stated, I've worked with small and large organizations in the communication space, Chris. Mm-hmm. But what I get psyched about here at Claro Enterprise Solutions is that we're a global company. I've never worked with a company that was that big. We're all over the place. And Latin America, Europe, and here domestic wide. And we have one of the most incredible cultures here. And what I also find intriguing is that we offer some really cool out-of-the-box solutions that I had not worked with or had seen or sold in the past. So that's one of the things I like. And everyone here has a creative mindset. So that's what gets me fired up about the company.
So let's delve a little bit more into the details of Claro Enterprise Solutions. Who are you today, and what do you feel is really the sweet spot for Claro Enterprise Solutions?
Yeah, so Chris, you know, people, they say, who are you? Claro Enterprise Solutions. How do you say that? Claro Enterprise Solutions?
I'm going to screw it up 5 times on this call. It's going to happen. Just be prepared.
If you're not Latino, you're going to say it wrong. So Claro, as long as you get it all in there, Claro Enterprise Solutions, it's good. So we are part of a larger company called America Mobile, which is a big communications company. They're one of the largest corporations in the world. But what people might not know about a company they hadn't heard of is that we are financially stable. Because we've been around for years, it's important to do business with a company that will be here to pay you in the future. And we provide the opportunity to work with you, the partners, because we have a network that is robust, and we have global presence. And you know what, Chris? We're easy to do business with. We have channel managers, we have pre-sales experts, and a wonderful back office staff to assist our partners not only design a customized solution, but help them both pre and post sell. We, like all the other providers, we have a deep legacy in the telecom network space. But Chris, we've evolved to develop a comprehensive range of digital services. So we go beyond connectivity and communications. We have collaboration, IoT, edge intelligence for all different verticals. And we look to determine how can we help vertical specifically. Now, we have a large, robust portfolio, but we make it easy. It's comprised of 3 complementary and interrelated spheres of service. We have business as a service, BaaS, managed services, and we have IoT, Internet of Things, over the top. which makes it really cool. Our sweet spot, though, Chris, is that we focus on customized, tailored solutions. We like to have a business conversation with the partner and the customer to determine how can we truly help your customer reach their business needs. We listen to the customers, and through a wide range of tools and capabilities, we will offer a customized, tailored solution. We work basically in the mid and high mid-market space, but we also look for multi-location companies that have the need to have a customized solution to help their business specifically. Not just looking at one thing, but we look at how can we help you all over the place so that we can provide a different experience. What's really cool is that our channel team has over 160 years of combined experience in the channel space. Why is that important? Because they've experienced all the successes and challenges that you have seen and in the partner world, so we can truly help you. We are committed to help you, our partner, through our pre-sales and service management teams that are here both pre and post-sale.
Well, one of the things I definitely want to get across the community there is, obviously with that breadth of products, especially the new focus on IoT, Claro Enterprise Solutions is more than Latin America and Euro circuits, which I think is unfortunately kind of a pigeonhole that sometimes happens for Claro Enterprise Solutions. Tell us about your domestic strategy and why the U.S. is so important to you in 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. So like you just stated so eloquently, Chris, is that Claro Enterprise Solutions has been in the Latin American space for years, and we've been very successful there, and we branched off into the European space as well. We wanted to come into the United States and take all the successes that we've had through our white glove experience with our customer care and customized solutions we've seen outside the U.S. here domestic wide. So what we look at doing is we take the best of breed that we've already seen and translate it here in this world. People know what we have here today, but they don't know us. And I always say, well, that's a good thing, because once you get to know us, you can find out that, we have the organizational structure to give you what you need maybe from other providers, but we also have the expertise and experience that can cater that into other arenas where you might have global presence somewhere else. The really great thing about us, Chris, that I think really makes us different is that we have that small town feel within the enterprise space, and we have the enterprise expertise. We have the flexibility to work with existing networks, also, and help customers transition to new technologies and embrace things that they might not have realized, even given the COVID situation, that can transform the way they do business.
You talk about that in your business as a service product line. Can you give us a little bit more detail about that? I know there's some common products that are in there, but I think it's critical for our audience to understand the breadth of your solution scope.
Yeah, absolutely. So we look at it as three spheres. And when I say three spheres, the outer sphere would be business as a service, BaaS. Mm-hmm. So basically, we look at what are the traditional things that you would need to operate as a business. Mm-hmm. But within that, we look at connectivity. We look at UCaaS. It could even be part of mobility. And we look at how could you actually communicate with all your different locations. So what would you need from a security, from a connectivity, collaboration platform for the business as a service sphere. But as we do a deep dive with the partner and the customer, we realize, there's some other things that we could offload for you to help you handle more business critical issues. And so therefore we offer professional services and managed services as the next sphere. And we have actually helped organizations and partners close business where we can help the IT team free up their hours to handle more critical business issues and projects. And we can help with the mundane tasks that they're doing now through our professional services. And then, because we have all the basics of the business as a service and managed services, we get into the core of a business through IoT, which basically, as you know, or many of you know, it's you can put a sensor anywhere and get the data analytics that you need to be even more productive and efficient within your business.
One of the key pieces of your distribution strategy is obviously the channel. It's a world that you've been in for a little bit, as have I. You talked about that, the combined management experience of your team. I don't want to think about the combined management experience between the two of us on here. I mean, we're probably north of 160, let's be honest here. Or at least in dog years or telecom years. When you look at the communications with the channel, though, it's something that a lot of times breaks down a lot. So tell us a little bit about, why communications to the partner community like you're doing here today is so crucial to Claro Enterprise Solutions strategy.
Absolutely. So what I've been amazed with in the 22 plus years that I've been in the communications technology space is how communications is really a challenge. And I always laugh, communication companies, let's communicate. Well, we here at Claro Enterprise Solutions, we know that could possibly be a pain point. So we want to provide a different experience. We know that communication is absolutely key to success with partners. They want to know what's going on with their opportunities, with their accounts, and with implementation. And so we have the support to deliver just that. We know that we will work with you, our partners, at your level with your day-to-day activities. Our channel managers, they will sit down and they will conduct true funnel reviews with you, the partner. So they're going to look at how can we help you uncover challenges to help you close more opportunities and help you think of things that you might not have thought of. We also do the same thing with masters. We will conduct funnel reviews, have quarterly reports. And the reason we do that, Chris, is we want to maximize our relationships all over.
Lovely. And that's one thing I know with you at the helm, training those guys up, they're going to do very, very well. Now, one of my favorite elements of the Zoom is understanding, how a supplier actually applies to a particular customer. So I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about a recent case study or win that you've had and what Claro Enterprise Solutions was able to bring to the table.
Absolutely. This is actually a really cool story that I like to share. So we have a digital marketing agency that's down here in South Florida. They do promotions and fulfillments for companies. They have a few offices in Florida, and they have a fulfillment operations center in Arkansas. They had problems with internet access. They were looking at having true quality and reliability. And because they're sending high bandwidth files to internally and with their customers, like resolution graphics and videos, that was a big challenge for them. Now, let's throw on another layer. They have a lot of employees that are millennials. So they're streaming.
Did you say millennials? Did you say millennials? You said millennials, didn't you?
I did say millennials. Yeah, millennials. So millennials, what are they doing? They're playing games, they're listening to music, and they're using even greater amounts of bandwidth. So they knew that was crucial for productivity. So they came to us and they said, what could you suggest? So we realized after having a conversation that we wanted to give them the best solution to meet their needs. So we didn't just give them internet access. We gave them connectivity, internet access, and collaboration tools so they could work within different platforms, different applications, different web conferencing tools, and different calendar tools. And you know what? It is so applicable to today's world. For the last couple of months, we have seen more organizations that are faced with challenges with just that, more so now than ever. So we provided that solution to meet the needs of their business. But Chris, I got to tell you, I got two more that I think that you partners and agents are going to love because they have high MRC. We had a gaming company and a streaming company that came to us and asked us for a point-to-point solution. And we asked a simple question: why? We didn't just give a quote because we knew our price point was the same as our competition. Because we started the conversation of the why with the partner, we were able to help understand the customer's true business needs. And in both cases, we suggest an IP transit solution, which transformed the way that they originally thought they wanted to do business and was necessary to meet their specific business needs. But here's the cool thing. One of them closed at 250,000 MRC and the other one closed at 135,000 MRC. Here's my question for you partners and agents. How many of you would like that in your pocket?
Well, any of us that have alimony payments definitely would be interested in that. Oh, man, I didn't get you to do a spit take. That's what I was going for. Darn it. Bruce, this has been an absolute pleasure, and it's always great to get together with an old friend, especially one who's so passionate about what they do. If the CNSG community wants to reach out to Claro Enterprise Solutions, what's the best way to engage with you guys?
Absolutely, Chris. Well, one of the number one ways is through you.
Me
directly. Or we also have channel managers in our major cities. You can contact the channel manager as well. And together, CNSG and us can help work with you, the partners.
Awesome. Bruce, always a pleasure. Take care of yourself and never lose that fire, my friends.
Thank you. And please, everyone, be safe.
Absolutely. We'll see you next time on the Zoom.
All right, my friend. Thanks.